Hello everyone. I, Hutesh Bhaviskar from Parul Polytechnic Institute, Parul University welcome you all on today's webinar. Our topic is how to break free and achieve success and strategies to manage emotions during COVID-19. Our today's speaker is Miss Ifat Khan. She is a TEDx speaker, author, and break free coach. She is the founder of Family Premier, Break Free Millions, and she is worked with the mega brands such as SDFC, HP, Tata AI, Tata Consultancy, ISA NGO, San Francisco D Sales College, and many more. She has worked in various functions such as business consulting, project management, operations, recruitment, training and sales, events, different industries and sectors, such as corporates, colleges, NGOs, startups, where she could interact with the hundreds of the individuals. She had a passion for coaching professional on life and business, especially women who are passionate to kickstart and make it big in business and life. The Miss Ifat Khan has given interviews on various platforms like India Today, Your Story, Delhi Hunts, and News Patrolling. Her mission is to impact millions' lives and help them to turn their passion into profits, showing them to the break free into fulfilling life and business through her path breaking revelation workshops, webinars, and seminars. Her vision is to transfer a millions individuals revolutionary entrepreneur in the break out of their limiting beliefs. She commits to change the world just little bit through her contribution and medium of change to million lives. On behalf of Parul University, I welcome Ma'am Ifat Khan.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Utesh. Thank you for your introduction. And I am really, really excited today to be here and speaking for Parul University, and especially for students and everybody watching us. Thank you so much for joining in. So, first of all, I'm quickly going to share a little bit about myself, like because Utesh has already done that. So I'll just tell you a little bit of my story to begin with. So yes, today I am a TED speaker, an international speaker. I write books. I'm an author. I coach people on business and life. And I run a podcast where I interview millionaires, billionaires, CEOs. And I'm doing all of this today is not because of luck or not because, I was born with a golden spoon or anything like that. In fact, to be very honest, I've faced a lot of challenges. And to begin with, I failed my first standard. So I failed school. I grew up to becoming a very shy and an ordinary child, and I would not speak up. Forget becoming a speaker. I didn't even know what I would speak to anyone if I met them. That's how my journey was. I could not speak. I was shy, I was underconfident, I was meek, and I was thought to be a failure, and she will never do anything in her life. That's what I was told. However, when I grew up and then I started working in a corporate, well, at the age of 6, I did my first business. All right. This is something amazing, which I love telling to people. And because this was a dream I left long back. At the age of 6, I did a business. It was very successful. I mean, I was very happy doing it. But then since I was told you're a girl and you can't do a business, so I stopped it. And then I just grew up to believing everybody else, and I just forgot to believe in myself. And then what happened is that I took up a job. I was stuck in corporate for 8 years, did everything that I could. I took certifications after certifications, but still it did not really take me closer to me becoming an entrepreneur and doing something more, because I always wanted to do, become an entrepreneur, to impact people, to help them with solutions to their problems. But I was a woman, so it was really, really challenging for me, and it did not happen. So for 8 years plus, I was stuck in corporate, just doing what everybody else was doing. And one fine day, I decided to quit, and I started my job. I started my business just to realize that I failed my first business. And there again, I was told, okay, you failed your business. Now you can't do anything else in your life. So after going through rejections after rejection and failure after failures, I still did not want to give up. So I remember at that time in my life, I really hit rock bottom, and I was very, very depressed. My health it gone for a toss. I did not know what I was actually doing in my life. I wanted to just give up and settle like everybody else. But there was something which kind of told me that that you should go ahead and follow your dreams, and that's what I did. I'm actually from Calcutta. I live in Bangalore in India, and I went back to Calcutta just to give up on my dreams, and then I'm like, okay, fine, I'm just gonna do what everybody else does. But then I came back to Bangalore and I restarted my business, and I started Femipreneur. That's how Femipreneur was born, because I did not get much support, so I wanted to help women and help them become really, really successful. So I started Femipreneur, and we help women with tools and strategies to kickstart their business and make it successful. So being a failure, being shy, being underconfident, I could not speak. Today, what I do, I'm really, really happy about it, and I'm really, really thankful to all the people who stood by me. And it's been a great, great journey so far.
Yes, ma'am. As you started your journey, I have one question. Yeah, how challenging is to be a woman in business?
Absolutely. Thank you, Utesh, for asking that question. So being a woman, in fact, I feel is a blessing, is definitely is a blessing. But since we live in a male-centric society, and the society demands women to be a certain way, to live a certain way, and to do certain things, which everybody does. And that's what's been going on for ages together. So I feel being a woman is a privilege. I come from from a nuclear family. I was given the best of everything, but I wasn't allowed to do business. So it was tough. I was told you can do a job, but business is not really for you. And I did have to fight through my way. In fact, studies show that there are only about like 13 million women entrepreneurs and 50 million male entrepreneurs. I'm going to repeat, it's 13 million women entrepreneurs and 50 million male entrepreneurs. That means there's only 14% of women who are in business. And when I started out, I did not really find many women in business. I would see just men everywhere, because a business is usually run by men, and men were everywhere. I didn't see many women. So that kind of really struck me, and I wanted to help women out there, because I learned every skill, and I could help businesses, and I could do what most people could not, because I wanted to learn. I learned and I grew. So I wanted to use my gifts and my skill to help people, and especially women. So that's how Femipreneur began. And then when I did the research, I figured out why exactly women don't do businesses, because there is always a choice. Studies show that women usually, they choose their personal life more than their professional life. Okay? So women always choose personal life more than their professional life. Now, the study also shows that women always prioritize their personal life, taking care of the family, taking care of their husbands and the elderly and the kids, more than the professional life. Also, there is no pressure from society on women to become successful. Okay? And there are no pressure from the society for women to become successful. So they really are not into it. And when I did the research, I saw women face a lot of challenges. A couple of them being that they don't have the right support. They say, I've heard so many of them saying that my husband did not support me. And it went on and on. They don't find the right support. They feel they're not good enough. They lack the confidence. I remember my brother, he is so confident. He's just about like 20. He's in his college right now. He's so young and he's so confident that he knows that he'll become an entrepreneur. He knows he will do business. He knows he will do everything. On the contrary, if you ask a woman, or even if you asked me when I was his age, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So this is the difference. The society kind of tells women or lets them believe that they are not good enough and they can't really do a business, or it becomes very, very challenging. And I believe that this is mostly because of the programming that is done and the conditioning that is done from our society, from the people.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly what you have told is correct. And I think there are the numbers of male entrepreneur in numbers, but there are the woman entrepreneurs. Okay. Now my next question is that what is Break Free all about? What is this?
Absolutely. Thank you, Desh. So the reason why I started Break Free is because when I saw women and a lot of people now in my journey, I have worked with over 100,000 people. I've worked directly with them, I've worked indirectly with them. Today, my work reaches out to lakhs and lakhs of people globally, not just in India. So when I do seminars, when I do webinars, when I meet people, when I talk with them, and what I've seen is that people are stuck in their fears. Okay, let me repeat this. The reason why somebody cannot do what they really, really want to, choose the career which they're really, really passionate about, do the business that they're really passionate about, make that money, have best health, have the best relationship, is because they first of all do not know what they really, really want in their life. They're doing everything that has been told to them. Like, you know what, you go ahead, you complete your graduation, you get a degree, you get a job, and then you earn money, then get married, raise kids and take care of them, then retire, and then you die. That's exactly what's been told to us, and most of us do that, correct? So this needs to change, and the reason why it is happening is because we live in fear and we just do what is comfortable to us. We keep doing what's comfortable to us. Now it's time we need to get rid of our comfort zone. So the reason why Break Free started, the break Free basically means is to breaking free of all the shackles that's actually been holding you together for years together. Now you say, you know what, if this is my goal, I want to become a millionaire. And I say, well, you can do that. But then you come and you tell me that, no, I can't do this because I don't think so I can be a millionaire. I don't know how to make the money, and I don't know this, and I don't know that. So there'll be so many excuses and reasons why you can't do. And these are your fears that most of the people are living in. Now, simple example, just to enroll for a course and take your life to the next level, people sit and think 100 times. Should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? Why? Because there is an issue with the decision-making skill. Now, they're not that good with decision-making skills because everybody's told them to do, so they've done it. Now, how will you make decisions like this? How will you grow? How will you take risk? How will you really live your life to the next level when you haven't it's not your fault. It's nobody's fault. It's just that you haven't been programmed to do so. So what I teach is that if you are living in fear, which most of us, our brain is wired to be scared. We live in fear. That's how we are biologically also designed, right? Because for that matter, if you want to lose weight, you go to the gym. The first time you're going to the gym and you see the treadmill, and the treadmill is really moving fast, and then you think, should I jump on it or should I not? And there's a fear that's actually stopping you. Most often, fear is good. Okay, like sometimes fear is good because it's gonna save you, but otherwise it is not. When it comes to your growth, when it comes to your success, when it comes to decision making, when it comes to doing something which people have not done, and it's going to help you and benefit you and help you grow in your journey, that fear is not good. So what I help people with is I help them to make a decision. I help them to get unstuck from where they are currently and move on to the next level. No matter what your goal is, no matter what you really want to do, you can break free, you can make your decision, you can, fight all your challenges and go ahead, live your dreams and make it happen. And that's exactly how I did. And that's what Break Free is all about. Well, one more thing, it's not really about getting rid of your fears. It's about having the fear and combating them, knowing how you can face your challenges and face your fears despite having those fears. Now, I remember this article which was actually published on India Today, and they asked me what are the COVID, what should people do during COVID-19? What are the strategies that you really want to implement? To be very honest, I know COVID-19 is there and people are really, really scared of it. And there are so many lives which are actually being, we've lost so many lives. People, I'm hearing my friends, some of them are actually falling, sick, and they are getting COVID positive, which is really scary. But then the thing is, for me, these months during COVID-19 has been really, really productive. And I can share a couple of strategies with you guys to help you go ahead and, cope up with this stress and cope up with the fears. So, Hitesh, I'll go ahead and share a couple of strategies if that's all right with you. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So a couple of things. In fact, like I said, India Today interviewed me and they asked me what should people do. There are simple things. Look, First of all, you need to get rid of the fear. No matter if it's COVID-19, if it's your personal challenges and personal fears that you're facing, you need to get rid of it. Not get rid of it, but face them. How do you do it? You must be able to make a decision in your life. Take one decision which you are really, really scared of. Okay. So let's say, for that matter, I am scared to, or not scared. I don't really like to go ahead and work out, or I don't want to go and hit the gym. Why? Because probably I just don't like it. It is uncomfortable. I have to push really harder. So I won't do it. Then what happens? What's the consequence? I'm going to fall sick. I will not have a great health. And I will not look good also, because I'll become very, very fat, correct? So what do? I need to think of what exactly inspires me. What will happen when I go hit the gym? So it'll give me a great health. It will make me happy. I will look good and everything, right? So what you need to do is do one thing on a daily basis, as simple as it can be, that you are really scared of. Even if it's actually calling up someone and speaking to them that you're really, really scared of. Let's say you're scared of your principal. Let's say you're scared of your teachers and your lecturers. I mean, speak with them. Go face that, because the more often you face your fears, the more, used to you will become. Like, you will get so accustomed to seeing those fears and, combating them or facing them, that it will be so normal for you that no matter what challenge comes in your life, no matter what, difficulty comes in your life, you will just go ahead and break it. And a couple of other strategies I'd want to share is, spend some time with yourself. Most often what happens is that we are so inclined to actually helping everybody else in our life. Like, this is happening to my husband, this is happening to my wife, this is happening to my children, this is happening to my parents, this is happening to my, friends, and I must go and help them, which is brilliant. These are the tasks I need to do in a day, and I need to finish it, which is brilliant. But most often we forget ourselves. And what happens when we forget ourselves? Nothing really works. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot drink from an empty cup. So for that matter, you need to sit in silence. Take at least, 10 minutes of your day, sit in silence, and just be grateful for the things that you have in your life. That 10 minutes, thinking about what you have achieved and what are you grateful for, and, the blessings that you have in your life, is going to change so much in your life that I can't begin to explain. So this is one thing that you must do, and a couple of other things. You've got so much of time now, and until I'm not sure, probably next year by June, July, or maybe late next year, when COVID kind of settles a little bit, is when we all can go out and start work and live our normal lives. But till then, what you can do is invest in yourself and start reading. Now, why do I talk about reading? Because I hang out today with the most successful people. You name them: CEOs, millionaires, billionaires, global influencers. I have my podcast on YouTube, which I actually connect with international influencers, and I speak with them, even CEOs of startups and mega successful company, and I talk to them. And every time I talk to them and I learn is that, leaders are readers. So if you want to become a leader, you want to become successful, you want to do great things in your life, start reading. Have that habit of reading. And if you don't like personal, development stuff, or you don't like getting into the personal space, then you start reading fiction if you don't like nonfiction. But read, have that habit. And if you want, you can also connect to Audible. Audible is an audio reading, it's Amazon's audio software, I think, so that you can actually read and listen to books. So you can do that. You can have Kindle. There's so many ways, but start reading. It is one of the most important, attributes and habits that you can actually have as a person.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you want to ask a question now, Hitesh, I'm okay with that. But I just want to add on to something. The topic today we're talking about is how to break free and become a success. Now, when I talk about success, success is again subjective, correct? So success is subjective. Now, when you talk about success, for me, success will be different. For you, success will be different. For each one of us watching, for you, the definition of success is different. So what is the definition of success to you? Is it making more money? Is it actually going ahead and helping people? Is it just being happy, simple happy? Is it actually getting the love of your family? Is it getting the love of your friends? What exactly is success to you? And to become successful, very simple thing. You know, I was struggling, to be very honest. I did struggle in the early years when I started out all by myself. I didn't know what exactly I'm doing in my life, and I had no idea where I'm going. I tried business, I failed. Then earlier I did, I was stuck in corporate, and things weren't really going out well. Is the reason because, I was just thinking to go ahead and probably start a business. It wasn't about money for me. The moment I started helping people, the moment I started, selflessly contributing to others is when my entire, I would say, life changed. It is magical when you actually selflessly contribute and help others. So for me, being a success is actually helping more and more and more people I can. And I am so thankful for the profession that I have today, that today I'm a coach and I get to meet people who are really stuck in their life. And I pull them up to get unstuck and break free and become a success. So it is so amazing. So for you, I don't think so, making money will actually give you the happiness that you're looking at. Look, eventually we all want to be happy. We all want to become successful. We all want to have a great life. But why is that 95% of people are stuck in mediocrity while 5% of people are really, really, successful? Why is that so? Because they know exactly what's the meaning of success, and they selflessly contribute, they work upon themselves, they invest in themselves, and they know that, it's not just about making money. It's so much more than making a money. So I meet so many of my participants today. They've taken up my courses. And one thing I see is that they say, okay, I remember a girl joining in, and she was an engineering student. And I asked her, I remember this and I quote this all the time. And I asked her, what exactly do you want to do in your life? And she said, I want to make my father happy. So I want to get a good degree. I want to, pass with really good marks and get a good job. I said, very good. So is this what your dad wants? He said, yes. And I want to make my father happy. I said, brilliant. What is that you want to do? And I asked, what does your dad do? She said, my dad is into business. And I asked her, do you want to join your dad in business? And she was so happy with that question. She was so happy. And I understood in that moment that, she wanted to do business, but she wanted to do a job because of her father. So you see, there's the gap. And when she was so happy, I know that that's her passion. That's what she really, really wanted to do, but she wouldn't. Correct? So understanding what your passion is, and that's where my role comes into picture. I bridge the gap. Where exactly is your passion? What do you really love doing? What exactly do you want to do in your life? And when this matches your ambition, when both of them are in sync, and are on the same plane, you are doing what you love. And at the same time, you're getting money coming in. Everything happens because money is a byproduct. You want to make money, you do good for the people. You do good for the world. Today, I coach entrepreneurs and I tell them, look, you want to make money, go sell water bottles. Sell water bottles. Sell handkerchief. Sell just a piece of cloth. You want to make money, you can do making money. The country today, we are 1.2 billion plus and we are growing in India. And what happens? You can make money just by selling anything you want, correct? Because people need it. But what's the true value? What is the purpose of you is actually to make this world a better place, to contribute to people in a way that is actually helpful for them. I always give this example that, Coca-Cola being such a big brand, but do you think Coca-Cola is good for your health? Well, it's not. But it's made millions and millions and billions and billions of dollars. So what exactly do you really want to do? What is your purpose? What is your truth? What exactly, if you want to get into entrepreneurship, you want to do a business, do something that's actually impacting the world in a greater way. Do something that is actually solving a problem. People need you. And especially for entrepreneurs, I feel that the world is going to belong to entrepreneurs, not businessmen or businesswomen, because I know when you're just doing a business, you have to make the money. You have to make the money because that's what a business does. Otherwise, your business will not grow. You cannot scale it up. But making a money selling something which is actually harmful to people and making a money which is actually helpful to people, there's a difference. And that's what I teach, and that's what I show them the way. Now, how can you find your passion? How can you actually go ahead and find what exactly you're meant to do? You need to probably come attend my courses. That's all I can say, because it's like a 6 weeks program that we do, and it's sometimes 10 weeks programs that we do, and it takes a really some time for people to understand what exactly they want to do. And we have strategies, we have tools, we have a lot of courses that we give. So yeah, that's about it.
As per your discussion, you have told us. So my next question is, ma'am, what is the success mantra on your point of view? What is the success mantra?
Absolutely. Like I said before, success again is your definition. It's subjective. So for you, what exactly success means, and what I feel is success should be something that should actually make you happy. And we as human beings, we are wired to be selfless. We love to give to people. We love to contribute. So I believe your success should be helping more people and doing good for the people, not just thinking about yourself. And the day you actually do more for people and help others, that day you become a success.
Yes, exactly. My next question is that, do you really suggest those who are doing job or working from 9 to 5 that quit their job and start as an entrepreneur or as a businessman? What do you think, ma'am, about this?
Okay. Thank you, Hitesh, for the question. Well, I did also write a blog on the same, and I have been interviewed on this subject as well. And people ask me about, if you should actually quit your job and start a business. Well, I did that in my life, and my business failed. I did had some, I had some savings, and I put all of it in, which I could survive for a year or two. But then even then I lost all my money. My health went for a toss. So it wasn't that great. And when you don't have a mentor or a coach or somebody to guide you, people who've actually done that, now people come to me today saying that, if I want to become a successful entrepreneur, yes, I can show you because I have done that. They say, if I want to write a book, yes, I can show you because I have done that, and everything that I have done, I have a proof I can show you. So most people don't have such people who are successful and who they can coach, they can get the coaching from, or they can, or people who can guide them. So that's when most of us fail. That's what happened to me as well. I didn't have anybody to help me at that time or guide me. So what I would suggest is, do not take an impulsive decision when it comes to business. If you really in the heart of hearts, you want to become an entrepreneur, look, I'm going to warn you, it's not just, as simple or as, amazing it sounds. Like, you are an entrepreneur. If you're just becoming an entrepreneur because you like the title, well, don't start a business. Don't start a business. Do a job if that's what makes you happy. Now, yet again, it boils down to what exactly you want to do and what makes you happy. If you're happy in a job, do the job. You don't really have to do a business. But if you really have that calling, that desire, that no, I really want to do a business, but you cannot do because of this reason, then take a step. And when you take a step, be very mindful of at least saving money that you can survive for at least a year, at least 6 months to a year or more. If you have that kind of savings with you, and then you can actually start your business, because it's going to be a lot of risk. You'll have to put the investment, you will have to, and you can start a business with as little. Well, I started out with as less as, when I restarted my company and I failed, my first company failed, I lost everything. But then I restarted Femipreneur with just 5,000 rupees at that time, and I'm talking about like a couple of years back, and a laptop I had, and I did everything myself. So initially, depends on what kind of business you want to start. So money will be required for some business that you want to start. Not much of money will be, initial capital will be required. But if you are actually looking at a product and the manufacturing of the product, the raw material, everything will cost a lot of money, right? So make sure you save enough money that can help you and provide for you for at least a year before taking that decision into entrepreneurship. Because entrepreneurship is, I would say, it's like a roller coaster ride. It's like something, now today I breathe my business. Like this is my life. It's become my life. Everything I do, I have everything from morning till night is what I do because I love my work so much and it doesn't even feel like I'm working. Today I'm at a space in my life that I don't really have to work but I really want to. That's why I do it. I get invitations for speaking. A lot of colleges, a lot of corporates, and I spoke for United Nations, and they all call me. Why? It's because this is what I love doing. This is what I do. This is what my profession is. Today I'm a speaker, and so you have to have that the sense and be mindful that you have enough money before jumping into it. And if you have nobody to support you, well, please find someone who's actually done that and take the support. And if you have to put the money in, do it. It's better than wasting the number of years and your energy, because I lost my health. I lost so much. In fact, I lost more money that time than when I found a coach who could actually help me and guide me. So you got to understand the value. Your time is much more valuable than money today. Most of us are running behind money. Oh, we want to make money, and we kind of measure everything with money. But that's not the truth. You cannot measure your time with money, because you know what? Today we are here, tomorrow we may not be here. We're all mortals. We will die one day. And that's the truth. You and I, we can't really deny that, correct? So, but money you can always make. You can always make the money. You just need to become a really good individual. You need to build and work upon your character. You need to become valuable enough that you get that money easily. That is very, very important. So yeah, entrepreneurship is a roller coaster ride. You will have to be prepared to take on any decision, take on risks after risk, and not really be scared of anything that comes your way. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, ma'am. My next question is, as our topic, in topic we have said that we are having emotions. Okay, suppose someone have to start the business. Okay, someone to become entrepreneur, but there are a lot of questions going on mind. So how to control that questions? How to select the particular answer from the mind? Is there any solution?
So basically it's about you becoming a good decision maker, right? So for you to be able to become a good decision maker, what do you do? Simple. What I have done today, I can take decisions like this. If I have to make 10 decisions in a day, and I know what my priorities are, what I really have to do. I love speaking, I love coaching, I love teaching, I do that. That's my work. Okay, because as a coach, that's what I teach. I teach people on life, on business, and everything real experience based, what I have done. And I love doing that. So that is my priority. Now, in a day, I need to see what exactly my priority is. Now, I was talking to Dr. John Demartini. He's written 50 books. He's a global influencer. Okay, and now this gentleman, now I am in constant contact with him, and he's amazing. He says that you always need to focus on what exactly your priorities are. So what are your priorities? And when you make decisions according to your priorities, then it will be much more easier. Now today I want to start a business, let's say, and what are my priorities then? Okay, so I'll have to make decisions according to my priority, which is starting a business. Now, if there's anything else in my life which is going on, it may act as a distraction. You may put that as a least priority, but know what exactly your priorities are. And that's how you'll be able to make decisions. And the best thing is that make more decisions, make mistakes. Don't be scared. I mean, we are living in a world where we are so scared to even talk. We are scared to even voice out. We are scared to even, do anything in our life. I mean, look, we're all human beings. No matter if somebody is a millionaire or a billionaire, or somebody is probably, just not earning enough money to even eat. Okay? Doesn't matter. We are all human beings, end of the day. So don't be scared. Don't live in that fear. Because what happens when you're living in fear is that you are neglecting the gifts that's been given to you as a human being. I believe we are 400 trillion to 1 being born as a human being. Today, the possibility of you and I being born in this world is about 400 trillion to 1. Imagine the possibility. And what are we doing with that? We're living a life just ordinary, and we just die one day and it's all gone. So it just doesn't work. So don't live in fear. Make that decision. If you have to put the money, go put the money, but have that confidence that you will make that money and 10 times more. If you have to speak to people, go speak out. It is important for you and for your growth. I was so scared to people, speak to people. I went mute for like 25 years. I would not speak. I lived in fear until one day I had to break free of it. I had to break free of my fear and then do which I was so scared of. Go out, speak to people. And today I'm a speaker. I'm a coach. I speak to thousands and millions of people. Isn't that amazing? So that's about it. Make more decisions, take more decisions. And connect with people. I mean, it's very, very important for your growth.
Yes, ma'am. My next question is that how does your from where does you get all this strength?
And I get this all the time. You're asking me how do I get my strength? People have asked me
Yeah.
I think I gave a speech for Vellore Institute of Technology, and they're like, how are you so energetic? And I always keep getting these questions. How are you so energetic? I mean, you don't look your age, and how do you get all of your strength? Well, look, listen, it's a simple thing, I followed my heart. I followed because for too long I was living in fear. I said, no, I'm not going to listen to that anymore. I followed my heart. I'm doing what I really love today. I mean, this is my life. This is my passion. I live to help people. I live to impact them. Today I'm an influencer. My work demands me to be out there and play at a level which is level 10. If I cannot inspire someone, then my work doesn't even need me. Then I am of no use, correct? Because this is what my work is. My work is to be out there to inspire people, to impact their lives and to transform their lives. Because most often we don't find role models. We don't find leaders who can actually guide us. So to become one, you need to live and be one. And it's simple habits. So I did choose to follow my dreams. I choose to listen to my voice. I do what I love. And I'm really, really passionate about this work. And I love helping people. That's it. And that's where it comes from. Every day, you'll be amazed. I get messages on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on emails. And I keep getting messages on people telling me, I loved your post. This impacted me. I loved your speech. You changed my life. And it went on and on and on. And this gives me my motivation. This gives me my purpose. This gives me my drive. And I'm so humbled enough, and gratitude. I have a lot of gratitude actually to speak when I say all of this. So it's really emotional for me because this journey is my life and I love it.
Yes, and I think I myself and all the viewers are fully motivated, ma'am, energetic.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Now my next question is, how do you all managing? Like you are a motivational speaker, you are author, and you are doing your duties and other. How you are managing all of these things?
Amazing. It's simple as that. When you really do what you love, it's not work anymore. It becomes your life. So I'm not working. I don't work. I work whenever I want to, not that I really have to. And it's as simple as that. I do what I really love, and I help people do the same thing. So find your passion, find what you really love, and go after it without a blink, like, a horse with blinders. So you just go after it. That's all you need to do. And for me, it doesn't really matter. Today I do my podcast. So I remember yesterday, I woke up at 5 a.m. Usually I go off to sleep late, okay, because I'll be researching. So I go off to sleep really late, like about 1 or 2 a.m. And then I wake up at 5 a.m. because I have one of my friends who is, who's a billionaire in a different country, who is, in the US. And I need to I'm doing a research for my next book. So for that, I need to wake up at that time and I have to do it. Even if I get 2 hours of sleep, it doesn't matter. So because that's what's driving me. It's my book. This is what I want to put it out in the world. That's about it. So I do my podcast. I interview people. I have to work. Sometimes I have to work 18 hours in a day and it doesn't even seem I'm working. Imagine that. I mean, that's worth it, isn't it? Because now this gives me my fulfillment. This gives me my drive, my passion, my energy. Everything comes from this. And then I am living with my family, and they are my, such a big support to me emotionally, and they support me so much. So yeah, that's probably how I get my strength from, and my drive, my desire, and to be able to help more and more people. So it doesn't really matter if it's 2 a.m. in the morning or 5 a.m. in the morning, or probably 10 p.m. at night. I'm just doing what I love.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yeah, ma'am. As you are doing research for your next book, we want know that what your first book that
Yes.
published.
Yes, absolutely. So my first book, my first book, it is amazing. I never ever thought that I'll be able to write a book. Like I told you, I was so shy. I wouldn't speak to people, and I wouldn't really write much because I thought I was so horrible at writing. I remember one day somebody told me, "Oh, you write so you don't write really well." Why? Because I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident, so I wouldn't. My voice would not come out. My words would not flow. I don't know how I became an author, is because I actually worked on myself. I worked on myself, and I got that confidence, the courage to be able to write a book. So, Break Free, 30 Ways to Break Free into a Life and Business You Want, which is available on Amazon. And we have a Kindle version of it as well. So, how this book happened and what exactly it consists is basically it consists my journey and everything that has inspired me to be able to break free. That means to be able to leave the old me and become the person who I am today, to become the person who I want to be, so that I can look. If today you are running a marathon, you need to be able to have that kind of the energy, that strength, that discipline to be able to run a marathon. Right? If today you cannot even walk 1 kilometer and you think about running a marathon, will it be possible? No. And that's the fact. So for you to be able to run a marathon, you have to work upon yourself. And that's what I did. I worked upon myself because my work demanded me to do that. My purpose demanded me to do that. I figured out my purpose, my why of my existence, and that demanded me to do that. So I worked harder and harder and harder. And when I worked hard, I figured out that okay, now this comes very naturally to me. So then I wrote a book. Now 30 Ways to Break Free is basically inspired by my life and everything that has inspired me, and how you can make decisions, take action. There are strategies and tools which I've actually put in. There's a lot of human psychology, how you can achieve your goals. So today, everything that I thought in my life, I have achieved it with God's grace. God has been kind and people have been amazing. So I have achieved everything I wanted to, and I still have a long way to go because I'm on a mission to impact 1 million people. So how will I do that? Now I have put in strategies where you can use those simple strategies, okay? Use those strategies and become successful. Pick those strategies up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps, do it, and boom, you're there. You break free and you become a success, not only in your business, but also in your life. That's exactly what this entire book talks about. And well, one more thing. This is all proven, tested, and this has been proven over and over again. Today, the same strategies have been used by my coaches, my participants, and my students. And they have achieved like 3 times, 4 times, 10 times growth in their life. I remember one of this, my student joining in, and he was like so confused. He's working in a job and he has no idea. He's like, I don't know. I don't find the motivation. I procrastinate. I feel lazy. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. I said, okay, no problem. So he just signs up for the course. He goes in for a longer period, like about 3 months course with me. He does the course, and in few weeks he's like, wow, I'm feeling so energetic. And he started practicing for marathon, and today he's running marathons. His health got better, and in fact, not only that, he started blogging because he wanted to become a blogger. So he's becoming a blogger. He started running marathons. Well, he's also on a verge of now starting his business, which is into software. And he's also in a job. So along with his job, he's setting up all of this. And once this is stable, he will take the leap of faith and grow.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my another question related to the entrepreneurship. Suppose anyone to become an entrepreneur, is that necessary to have a mentor or coach for the particular
Absolutely,
startup?
very, very important. I'm going to tell you, success leaves clues. I'm not sure if you guys have heard this, but success leaves clues. Every person who's a success today, okay, be it a businessman, be it an influencer, be it a YouTuber, be it anybody who's a success today. You know why they're a success is because somebody has already done that before. It's as simple. There are two ways to become successful and to achieve your goals. Try it yourself, try and fail, or try and become a success. The second way, somebody's already done that. Model them, take their help, and do what they have done so you can become a success. So you save your time, you save your money, and that's what coaches do. That's what I do. I am not a therapist, I am not a counselor. I don't really work with people who are facing mental challenges or anything as such. No, I am a coach. What does a coach do? I'll see where you are today and I'll take you to the next level where you really want to go. Today you are here, right? Now, what's your next level that you really, really want to go? That's where I will push you and drive you to go. That's what coaches do. And I feel it is a must to have a coach. The reason I became a coach after becoming an entrepreneur is because I saw so many entrepreneurs, especially women, women entrepreneurs, they were facing so much of challenges. And it was basically the mindset. Now, you need an expert to come and help you with this. Now, today, being a coach and working with so many coaches, international coaches, I've worked and learned from international coaches and global coaches. I've invested in myself like so much. Not only time, energy, money, everything. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to get the best and the best of knowledge to help people out there. Now, I know it's proven and it's worked. Now, we usually work on how exactly, somebody's mind works, how exactly human psychology works. We dig deeper into that. Today, my courses are built not just for people who want technical skills. No, it's built on inner. We work on your inside. We don't work on your outside, on your skills. We work on how you are and what you can do and what you really require to become a success. That's what coaches do. And I feel having a coach in my life changed my life drastically because I was literally struggling. Like, I didn't know what I need to do. Sometimes I tried this, sometimes I would try this. It would fail, something would become a success. And then I was just here and there and here and there. In fact, to be very honest with you, I tried a couple of businesses. I could make the money, but my heart really wasn't in there. I've sold like dresses. I was into fashion. I did that. I was into something called network marketing. I did that. I was into real estate. I did that. There were multiple businesses which I started out in my life. However, my heart and my soul wasn't really in there because I did not understand, like, why am I doing this? Is it just to make money? It didn't give me that purpose. It didn't give me the fulfillment. So when I found a coach, my coach really, took me through this entire journey that what exactly you are capable of. That is what's more important. And that's what exactly your coach does. And I'm saying that no matter if you don't have a really, really, a branded watch that you wear or a really fancy car that you have or a house these are all materialistic things. You're going to leave everything and go one day. What is more important is that what are you doing as an individual? Are you really living a fulfilled life? So for you to invest in yourself, I would say is the topmost priority. Your parents have invested in you so that you get a degree, in colleges and universities, because you get a degree, which is good, important for you, right? However, you forget to invest in yourself. Your parents invested in you so that you become a really good and educated person. But after that, your learning does not stop. If your learning stops after a degree, what happens is that's where people face mental health issues. That's where there are so much of suicide rates going on in the world and in the country. Today, teenagers are taking up their lives. Why? Because they cannot take the stress of an examination. Students are taking up their lives because they cannot take a stress of people telling them that they are not good enough, that people telling them that they have failed, and so on and so forth, because our society does not teach us, and our conditioning is so that, everybody wants to become a success, but nobody really focuses on you. Like, who are you? Who really takes care of your mind? What's going in your mind? Nobody does that. And that is why this is very, very important for you to invest in yourself and understand who you really are as a person. So then you can actually implement all of these and, really live a fulfilled life. That's what I look forward to.
Yes, ma'am. I think we are fully energized today. Fully energized.
I am not being able to see any. I think it's live on Facebook, so I'm not being able to see
Yeah.
any comments. If there are any questions, I would love to answer.
Ma'am, my last question, as we are having a time due, ma'am, what do you want to give message to my students? Suppose they want to in future.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, first and foremost, very importantly, you need to understand for all the students, okay, what exactly is making you happy. Simple thing. What makes you happy? If it's as simple as actually painting, do what makes you happy. Because, end of the day, nobody's going to come to you and tell you that you've made so much of money or you've done this. End of the day, what people will see is that how happy you are. And that's what will matter the most. So work on yourself and learn more about yourself, spend time with yourself, and that is not being selfish. That is called self love. No matter if the entire world believes in you, okay, and you don't believe in yourself, what will happen is that you will still not become successful. You will still not be happy. You will still not be fulfilled. For you, it is very, very important to take care of your mind, your mental health, your mind, your energy, your body, your relationships, your finance, all of these, your spirituality, all of this is very, very important. So start taking care of that from now, especially for students. Start reading. Find a coach or a mentor who can help you and guide you. Invest in your self education and invest in and learn, because at schools also, we are not taught how to become successful. We are not taught how to actually build a business. We are not taught how to make money. All of this isn't really taught, right? So you need to learn those. So start investing in yourself. And in my course, I have a lot of students who've joined in, and they've gone to another level. I will say those would be the students who would really shine. I'm quite sure, because they know who they are. They understand their purpose. They understand why they are what they're doing. So yeah, that is very important for you. Understand yourself and have that believe in yourself, because for anybody to believe in you, you need to believe in yourself. That's about
Yes,
it.
ma'am. Yeah. Ma'am, one question is. Yeah, ma'am.
I remember this quote from Mahatma Gandhi, and he said, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world today." So we are waiting for things to change. We are waiting for COVID to go. We're waiting for everything to change in our life. The stress to go, the health to be better, everything. But however, we've forgotten that for anything to change, that we really need to change ourselves. So don't wait for things to happen. Don't wait for things to change. You go and you do it. Unless you don't change yourself, nothing will change for you. The environment, the people, everything will remain the same. The most important thing is that you must change.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly. Ma'am, the one last question from the student. If you want to choose between career, okay, suppose there are the two options, okay, and there is a in some if there are the two choices, okay, in one choices there are the money, in other choices there is a hurt feelings that we have to choose that one. So how to become choose between one of these?
Okay, so is it between choosing a career and a business, or is it choosing between a career where you have money coming in and a career where you really, really want to do?
Yeah, ma'am, exactly, the last one.
Okay, the second one. Okay, if you want to choose a career and you really want to earn the money, if that's what your motivation and the drive is to earn the money, you will not be able to make enough money, because in a career or in a job, they don't really pay you well. I have worked in corporate, and you will have to really be in a corporate to get like 5% of increment, or at the max 8% of increment, or 10% of increment yearly. So if you want to make money, if that is what you want to do, you must be able to focus on doing something that you love. And that is where you will grow. I'll tell you why. So let's say you're choosing something that you love doing, okay? Because I did that mistake in my life. And what I did was that I just went behind because a job was paying me well. I took that job up, okay? And I left what I really wanted to do. And what happened was that I got the money, but then I was so not happy in that job. I was not happy in the job and I quit. So that will not stay with you. And on the contrary, when you choose what you really, really want to do, where your heart really belongs, no matter how difficult this gets, you will do everything to make it possible because it's your choice and you will never let yourself down. So, and there you will also get promotions after promotions. Why? Because you love doing good. And you, when you're performing, you love the work, you perform, you get promotions. When you get promotions, you get more salary. Here, when you don't love doing the work, you will not perform well. Your performance drops. So what happens? You will not get more salary also, correct? And then you'll eventually quit. So always choose where your heart really belongs. Always choose what you really want to do. The difference is initially you get money here, but you will quit. Here you will, and maybe you won't get that much of money, but in the long term, you will make that money. That's the key.
Yeah, I think student we got the answer. Yes, ma'am.
Good.
As
Before
we have time- yes.
I go, I really want to share this message also to you guys. Apart from really investing in yourself, learning from the best, and being among the best, it is very, very important for you to start even before you are ready. Don't sit and think. We get a span of, at the max, people will live for 60 years, some will live for 80 years, or maybe 100 years at the max. And some may not even get that many years to live. So don't sit and think what you really want to do. Know what you really want to do. Even if you're making a mistake, make that mistake. It may be expensive. It will be expensive if you're making mistakes, but what you're doing is we are learning in the process. So don't sit and think. Start even before you're ready, especially for people who want to get in, students who want to, become entrepreneurs. Start it. You're young. You can try, you can fail, you can learn from people. Do that. Get experiences in life. That is more important than just running behind making money. When you run behind making money, you will never make money. That's the key. When you're actually doing what you love, that is when you make money, you make good health, you make great relationships, and your life feels fulfilled. So always choose this one. Invest in yourself, keep learning, keep growing, get into the habit of reading, get a coach and mentor to help you, and hang around the right people who have that mindset of growth. Okay? And in your life, you will face a lot of people who would want to pull you down, who would want to, probably belittle you, judge you, and do all of those things. What you need to do at that moment is that believe in that higher power, because most of us, we forget that. I mean, we are human beings, but there's a creator, correct, who's created all of us. So believe in that higher power, that there is somebody who's actually looking after you. So if you don't, you need to believe in yourself, but believe in that higher power, that when things go wrong in your life, believe that things will get better, but don't give up. Never give up.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you very much for speaking to our students. And your session really enjoy. We appreciate your making time in your busy schedule to speak to my students and faculty members on the behalf of Parul University. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Desh, for inviting me. And thank you so much for bringing me closer to my mission of impacting millions of people. And I hope this session was valuable and it added value to each and every one. And I want you guys to actually go take actions, because this moment you will feel really, really motivated listening to me. That's what most of the people do. But at the end of the day, what matters is that you need to take action. So go take action, use these strategies, the tools, and everything which I am speaking out of experience. So go use them and take action and change your world. And if you need any help, connect with me. I am there on Instagram. You can follow me on YouTube. I've got my podcast. I share a lot of videos to help people. Everything is free up there on social media. Connect with me, search me on Google, and I'll be more than happy, for you joining me on this mission. Thank you so much, you guys, and have a great, great, great day ahead. Thank you, Hitesh, and thank you, Parul University. Thank you for inviting me here, and I look forward to contributing again.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Jiten sir. Jiten